Okay, I got asked to do a crash course version of, again, why my argument with the Crown and all the things to do with it, including down to why I say about with the Prime Minister. I have a letter signed by Helen Clark as Prime Minister that states I have a living care package and I was trialling my first wheelchair. I should now have my fourth power chair, which they're denying me. My health condition is given to me by the Crown because New Zealand bought an outdated polio vaccine, used it. I got a double dose of it. I got polio from it. They then hid my medical records under a 70-year confidentiality agreement. I am not covered by ACC because all this happened before ACC's existence. I dragged their asses into court in front of a High Court master. Crown lawyers turned around and said, I didn't need compensation because MSD and MOH would look after me. Judge believed them. I kept telling him, no. They'll lie like they always do, and that's exactly what they've done. They've lied, they've cheated, they've treated me like shit. They've had me fishing out of rubbish bins to eat. They've had me begging for petrol to try and find a home because they won't house me, even though I'm A18/A20 on the Housing New Zealand list and have been for 9 years. They do everything they can to drag their feet, starve me, abuse me, and treat me like shit and try and make me die because they don't want to pay out the money they owe me for what they did to me. When I end up in places like when I was stuck in jail, I have it on the file because of my allergies and stuff, that I need to have different things to eat and different things to drink because of my allergies that are caused by the Crown, who did this to me. And I get fuckwits like an officer by the name of Bryce last time, who decided to give me my medication for my pain relief after I had to fight with him and kick the hell out of the door for 15 minutes before he decides to give me it. And then he's still on shift when it wears off, and I ask for my other batch of it, and they turn around and they give me ones that I'm allergic to, and then I'm vomiting through the cell, and then they're starving me on top of it. So 14 hours not getting anything to eat, allergic reaction to not having anything that I should have had, and generally been treated like shit is the general path of what our lovely system has been doing to me for over 30 years, which is why I had to fight to get them into court in the first place, to get them to admit, yes, we did this to her. And their way of looking after me is, that's one example. Other ways of looking after me is to make me live in my van, fish out of rubbish bins to eat, beg for petrol to get a home. Well, I sit at A20 on the Housing New Zealand list as a New Zealander who pays taxes and ACC levies, but because I'm not an immigrant with a bunch of snot-nosed kids, I'm told to fuck off. And I have to keep fighting with our government to get them to give me the things I'm legally entitled to. I have not been asking for things beyond what I'm legally entitled to, only what I'm legally entitled to. And our Crown keeps saying, yeah, we're going to do it. And instead, so far, they have not, which is why I went back to the ministers. And the ministers are supposed to investigate why their staff underneath them are not following policy. And when the ministers don't do it, the Prime Minister is supposed to. And when the Prime Minister doesn't do her job, there are only two courses of action left to us. One is you get her party to deal with it, or the other is you vote her out. And since none of the above have been done to fucking start with, and I'm still being treated like shit, and I have letters from a Prime Minister stating on behalf of the Crown that they would look after me and take care of me. This is why I smashed her window, because she's not looking after me, she's not taking care of me. The one beforehand, I ended up having to fight with him because he decided to purge my file. But at the end of the day, I have paperwork that clearly states from a Prime Minister that I have a living care package to look after me for what they did to me. So get that through your heads too.